This is from Why Women Kill, and Augi's character is going to leave her husband, and she's confronting his secretary at work to find him because she wants to tell him. And the secretary has some news. Turn off my camera. All right. Here we go. Take a moment to think a little bit about what's happened, how you're feeling. So nothing has happened other than what's inside, Brenna. The scab is not ripped off yet. So, you know, your character is pretty good at bottling it up at this point, right? So it's there. Now put a mask on it because people are going to immediately go, Brenna, are you okay? So you got to try your best to hide it. Here we go. Ready? Relax your face, Brenna. It's just a normal day. Trust that you have it. It's there. Brenna, you've got it. Don't hold on to it. Just trust it. Be way better. Be so much more fun. If you were at an audition, or let's say you're at a dinner party. I'm sorry, I just want to make it clear. Just imagine this is going on with you, and you're at a place where you can't let them see it. Do you know, can you think of a place like that?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's kind of the vibe. So that's what's going on. You're at work. You can't be crying all over the freaking desk, you know, especially in front of his wife.
Right.
So it's there. You flushed it out. You did the work. That's why we do the homework, so that we can just let it rip. But holding on to it is, I don't think it's a good move. So just let it be. See what happens. Maybe it'll be there. Maybe it won't. Ultimately, you're just playing off each other. That's much better, Brett. All right, here we go. Ready? And action.
Mrs. Stanton.
I need to speak to Rob.
Oh, he's not here.
You know when he'll be back?
I'm not sure. Are you going on a trip?
I am going to Kansas.
For a visit?
No. I am moving back home. I'm leaving Rob. He's been having an affair, and he doesn't know I know. So I thought I should tell him in person.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
He's at her apartment.
So you knew. Which you told me. I thought we were friends.
I haven't been your friend. Not for 1 second. And you should hate me for everything I've done to you.
What are you talking about?
Rob's been cheating on you for years. With all sorts of women. And I was one of them. I have wanted to tell you for years, but oh my God, I'm so ashamed.
I'm leaving him, Claire. It doesn't
really matter. You won't feel that way once I've told you the rest.
There is more.
The last time I slept with your husband was the day that your child died. we were in your bedroom at your old house. Oh God. And Rob heard a car door slam. And he got it. I think you and your daughter would come home early. And so he just started yelling at me to get dressed, and I got dressed, and he told me that I needed to go out the side because you were coming in through the front. And so I was leaving through the side gate, and I left it open. I left it open. And a few hours later, someone from work had called, and I immediately knew that it was my fault. And I'm so sorry. I can't even begin to tell you how sorry I am. I'm so sorry.
I did Rob know?
I called him. I called him that night. I told him, and he told me that he could forgive me as long as I never told anyone else that it wouldn't happen. So I didn't.
Claire, stop. You have done a terrible thing. I can forgive you if you do one thing for me. Okay. No one can know that we had this conversation. I've decided not to leave Rob.
I don't understand.
Understand? You just have to give me your solemn vow. If you do that, then we are okay. Scene.
Okay, well, that was really moving. That was great. You guys are done. You guys really took the notes and applied them. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really good. It was very sad, but really good. And I think that yeah, you got a lot of great feedback from the students too. I mean, it was really both of you just great. I'm so pleased, Augie, by the way, that you did the Kansas line that way. And you know, when you Brenna told her, you just totally applied the notes so well, you know, and it was the weight of everything. And this, to me, both of you, we talked about a lot of this stuff last week, and it's so obvious that you did the work. It's so clear. Your director would be so happy right now. And they'd be like, I want Augie and Brenna to be in all of my films because I gave them a note, and then they, you know, they did it. So this, you did the work, and it totally paid off. So I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was great. So, and how did it feel for you, Augie, just before we go?
It felt there was a couple times that I noticed I had to catch myself where like I started to think like, are you doing it right? Is it enough? Is it there? And then I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, don't think about that. Like,
That's awesome. So you just kind of rode the wave you were on.
yeah.
It's obvious.
It was so wild to be opposite Brenna, who was like having this whole real breakdown, and just like very fueling to feel like, stop fucking crying. This is my problem, not yours. You know?
No kidding, right?
You don't get to.
You know, that's
It was awesome. It was really
that's
fun. It was
good.
really fun.
That's a great take. That's a great take. How about you, Brenna?
Yeah, I felt really good with it. We were like, we had like we'd been texting each other like questions to think of and like to like kind of fuel each other, because
So you guys kind of asked each other questions about like, did you do this and did you flesh this part out? Or...
like, yeah, just like our characters and
like prompts,
like little prompts, yeah, like writing
why were you with him, and why didn't you leave, and then why did you leave, you know? And like that was some of the things that she asked me.
It's so obvious. It's so
And
obvious.
we both wrote.
And
we had been, or maybe don't tell your students this, but we had been very much procrastinating, and I was thinking about it all week, but like I hadn't really had time to work on it, and that was true for both of us. And so then we texted each other prompts today and like wrote during class.
And Augie, by the way, it was there. Excuse me, Augie, I'm sorry, Brenna, it was there. You didn't have to worry about it being there.
I felt freeing when you said that. I was like, so I have this habit of like feeling, and I think it's part of like the sensory work that I've worked with, is like you really, really feel right before it. And it's like the thing that we were working on even last week, my audition, where I'm like at 100 and then I lose it slowly. But like I not thinking about trying to be at 100 was kind of just like you're talking and I'm like, oh God, it's all gone now. It's gonna suck. And then it just came back, you know.
It's awesome. Great. Keep doing what you're doing. I would say
thank you, Augie.
Yeah. Find another scene. I gotta do I'm trying to be better about this for people who are watching. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. So anyway, you guys did a rocking job. Way to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Brad.
All right.